come this far. Our first victory will allow our second. Our second will deliver our third. We will lose not one of our ranks. We need to win it all.
Welcome to the Walking Dead Season 8 conversation. I am your host, RJ Smatter. So this is what we're going to do this season for The Walking Dead. First time we did this. Just going to be me. Every week we're going to talk about The Walking Dead, the episodes that had happened. So this one is the first one for Season 8, episode number 1. I'm here to share my thoughts, my opinions of what I think about The Walking Dead and get some questions from you guys and talk about it and get some comments back. If you want to hit me up with a question or a comment or a discussion topic or whatever, hit me up on Twitter with the hashtag RJTWD, and then I'll find it, check it out, put it up on the screen maybe, and then we'll talk about it. Alright, so let's get to it. Season 8, The War, episode number 1. We've been waiting for it. Negan going down. What did I think of it? Man, we thought it was good. I thought it started off real good. It was like tick tick, had a lot of pacing. You know, it was getting right to the point where we jumped off. Wasn't no lagging, none of that. So now they did a lot of cuts in between the three things. You know, with Rick, you got him, old man Rick. You got scared, crazy looking Rick, and then you got like what's going on right now. So it's kind of confusing to see what's what in the situation. But you do know that from reading that it's a time jump, a couple of years in the future, when everything is all good and Negan is defeated. Supposedly he's captured. I'm not sure. Look, if you don't want no spoilers and none of that going on, do not watch this until you watch episode number 1. And I'm going to try to stay away from stuff that I heard about from the comic books and all that type of stuff. Okay, but look, episode number 1 was good. Was really good. I was really glad to see that Negan was caught off guard when Rick and them showed up, because he thought he had already had another plan going on because Rick and them was going to attack, but nope. Rick and them had the upper hand, took out all the outposts and all that type of stuff, and got it in. So that was good. Right now, Negan is captured inside a little building with Gabriel. How they going to get out of that? Because they surrounded by walkers. So I really don't know how they going to get up out of that. That situation is going to be crazy. What else happened up in there? You got Dwight and all the other lieutenant captains. They still up in the in their headquarters, trapped with all the zombies. How they getting up out of there? I have no clue. Then I just read today that supposedly somebody from one of the other seasons is supposed to be showing up on the next episode, which is episode 2 of The Walking Dead, that we thought was dead or presumed was missing. Who is that gonna be? I have no clue. Me personally, I've always said, I think her name was Lori, the blonde that was with Michonne from the previous seasons. Yeah, I know it seems that she died in there, but I still don't believe that she like fully died, because as we know, if you don't see them actually die, they probably didn't really die. So I think she might be coming back. Some other people said like the governor might be coming back. What's his name? The black dude with the dreads and the glasses. He was missing last season. You know what happened to him? We ain't seen nothing come back from him yet. So he could probably come back. And then other people from like season 1, the governor. I doubt if the governor coming back though up on there. And so that'd be interesting to see. There was an extra character in this first episode that Carl ran into. Don't know what's up with this mystery character right there, but I'm guessing he probably is going to lead to another type of story arc before this season's over with, like another group or something like that that's got something to do with something else that might pertain to everything else that's going on. So either way, it's going to be crazy. Now, you know how The Walking Dead do it. They give you all these different timelines and whatnot, and so then they all mash up together. But to this episode, man, they did a great job with unity and teamwork. Everybody together, love it. You always love it when you see the whole team together, man. You love it. Okay, let me get to these questions that we had. Now I had some of my homeboys hit me up with some questions, and I had some of you guys hit me up on Twitter. So the first one from my homeboy Miguel, he talking about when are Daryl and Carol gonna hook up? I've been thinking that for a long time, but like when I asked my wife too, Jade, she's like, look, I don't think that they really like in love with each other. I think it's more like a mother, son, brother, sister type of relationship, which I can kind of see, but at the same time, that would be kind of weird too if they did hook up. So I don't think they're gonna hook up at all. I just think they got like a really, really loving, tight relationship. So that's probably what's gonna happen with that. Okay. So my other homeboy Dave says, will this be the moment where Gabriel sees that not everyone deserves the benefit of the doubt? The point in the show that finally pushes him over the edge. Now I don't know. Gabriel's kind of stubborn. I mean, he's stuck on that religious thing, like for real. So I really doubt there's not gonna be. I don't know what else do you need to do to push him over the edge. I really doubt that that's gonna happen at all. So no. All right. So my next homeboy, Derek, he want to know, is Maggie having a boy or girl? I personally don't care either way. I personally think that I don't even know why the show let her be pregnant. I understand that it adds another level of drama and suspense and all that, but I mean, damn, come on, you really shouldn't be having kids in the apocalypse. That's just my opinion. So you know, what did he ask again? But if you don't answer that question, when is the baby due? I have no clue when the baby's due. She's still skinny, so I don't even know how far along she is with having the baby. So, and I personally don't really care, because when she starts showing, then it'll be a problem. But as for right now, she still looks fit enough to fight in the war that's going on, and she's doing a great job, by the way. So she is going to be the leader of the Hilltop. So, all right. So the next question is from my boy Gabriel on Twitter. He says, 8 seasons in, how would you like to see the series end? And who lives, and do you see society ever being able to fully recover? Well, the way I personally would like to see the season end is, but I know that's not going to happen, I would like to see them find like either a cure for it or figure out like what really transpired to make this happen. That would be great to see how that ends right there. Who lives, and do you, and who lives? Yeah, I'd rather everybody live at the end. You know, I'd rather all of them live at the end. And do you see society ever being able to fully recover? Yeah, to me, because after these years of zombies and fighting each other as humans, you would think that the human nature of things, as it starts to get back to normal and back to civilization and start putting everything back together, we would be a little bit more nicer to each other, you know, a little bit more fair, a little bit less angry after we've just experienced humans against zombies and what we did to each other in the apocalypse. So I would think it would be a lot better than that. So thanks for that question. The next one is I might get your name wrong. I apologize ahead of time. Gerald Monroe. He said Negan versus Shane. Which one to win? Now, you know Shane was Rick's partner from season 1, who, you know, slept with his wife, but they thought he was dead. That's a whole nother story right there. So who would win, Negan or Shane? I'm gonna have to go with Shane all day. I mean, we haven't really seen Negan fight anybody. He's just a bully that walking around with a bat, bash people over the head, you know, all type of stuff like that. So I really don't know his fighting, scrapping skills at all. So if you had to pick, I would say hand-to-hand combat, it's gonna be Shane all day. Okay, and the Dabbling Madman says, do you think Crying Rick might be a post-Glenn Abraham death flashback instead of the flash forward post-Sanctuary attack regret? The Crying Rick that's in this episode 1, where you just see a close-up to Rick's eyes and he's just crying, that's like the same face it was when Negan was bashing heads in right there. But me personally, to think that it's gonna reveal to us his crying eyes is just that part that we seen in season 7, I doubt it. I think this is probably another part that's like S has hit the fan and he has the same face again, because now at this point somebody who he really didn't want to die at this point is gonna die now for some reason. It could be by Negan, it could be by somebody, I don't know. But it seems like I don't think they would waste a scene of showing Rick looking like that from the last scene we seen from the last season. You know what I'm saying? We already seen that, so you don't have to keep showing it again. Now, there was these scenes that kept cutting to where Rick was standing over the 2 graves, which we were talking about that it could be 2 different people that get killed later on. But then my wife was saying too that maybe it's just Abraham and Glenn that's lying right there that he's just, you know, mourning over. So that could be possible too. But I think personally it's gonna be somebody else that gets killed and he has to watch it, and it's just like defeat. That is the look of defeat when you see Rick looking like that. That is the look of defeat all day. So that is the end of the questions that we have. Like I said, if you guys got questions, topics, or comments that you want me to do moving forward for this season 8 of The Walking Dead, hit me up on Twitter or Instagram. It don't really matter. With the hashtag RJTWD. Okay, now my last thoughts about this is this season I love The Walking Dead. I think they're moving where they need to be moving to, but after this they do have to, I believe they do have to come up with something other than the standard formula that they've been doing with, like, they move on, it's another group of bad guys that they gotta defeat and blah blah blah. So we have to change that up, like, seriously, because we can't do another season and another season of that's the big bad guy and then we gotta go after his crew and take him down. So I hope they figure that out, because I do love The Walking Dead. But yes, the time is coming where it is gonna have to end at some point soon. So we do know that it's not gonna be lasting forever, because they can't keep going with this. So I do hope they end with something that's above the, you know, regular season endings, with something great. But I know they're not going to end up with something with giving me an answer, like I said before in the thing. But other than that, I think the show is doing good. What do you guys think? Comment below, let me know, talk to me, let's talk about it. Season 8, episode number 1. I'll be back for episode number 2 next week, and until next time, people, peace.
And Lil Jon vibe in the air, let's go! I got the VIP locked down, cause I'm the hardest dude in the club right now. She got the VIP locked down, cause she the baddest chick in the club right now.
I got the VIP locked down, cause I'm the baddest chick in the club right now. He got the VIP locked down, cause he the hottest dude in the club right now.
Look, I'm on the guest list, walking past